Well, hello. For anybody who's watching this video, I have a little exercise, a philosophical exercise that I can suggest, and it's actually very powerful. And I call it basically reaching the limits of knowledge, reaching the limits of the facade that you've built around the world that you inhabit. What limits you in understanding, what limits you in being able to see, to really see something. Okay, so the exercise is, first of all, you make a statement. Okay, for example, I can make the statement, today I went to the post office. Okay, that's a statement. And when you've made your statement, you ask yourself why. Okay, so what is the reason? So I went to the post office. Why? Because I wanted to mail a letter. Okay, and then you can specify as much as you want. You want to mail a letter to that person or whatever. Now, you've made the second statement, which is I wanted to mail a letter, and then you repeat the exercise and you ask yourself why. And then you end up with a new statement and you keep going and you ask yourself why, and then you end up with another statement. And then you keep going and you can go on for hours and hours and hours. And this is where you really test yourself. Because at some point, when you find that you are making a circular reasoning, when you are answering, for example, well, you have why, and you answer, well, because that's the way it is. Or when you find yourself dodging the question, when you find yourself, well, that you're not really being honest, that you're not really trying to understand, or you're not really opening your mind, eventually you will stumble upon something like that, some kind of a block. Sometimes it's simply going to be, I don't know. Eventually, though, what you have to do is to really look at what happened. Why can't you go on? And really try to open your mind and understand whether or not there's a way that you can actually keep going honestly. And when you stumble like that, this is what I call the limit. You've reached the limit. That's as far as you go. And then, well, you can see how we get all tangled up in logic, in language. Basically, we don't see reality. What we see is our own fabrication that comes as close as possible to what we believe is reality. But that is simply an imitation. And the objective is to try to see beyond that. And, you can do this exercise for a long time. You can spend days and weeks, you can write on all of your new statements on your computer, for example, and every time, you have your statement, then you write the next one, and, why, and then you just keep going, and so you can trace your steps and see how far you go, and eventually you can end up in some kind of weird biological babble about, why does this person feel sad, and then you might start talking about either how that person's brain works, or you're gonna start, digging into the past. But you're gonna end up at some point. You're gonna stumble. You're gonna go in circles. You're going to just stop. You're gonna get blocked. And the objective is to go as far as you can. And I've been doing this for, well, a very, very long time. And so this is the exercise that I'm recommending for your own spiritual and philosophical awakening. And Godzilla says hello. See, this part of Godzilla's tail is actually broken. And that was like, it must have been like 20 years ago or something. But I remember at some point, I would take the little part, it was about this long, and I would put it here, and I would pretend it was his penis. And all my friends were laughing and everything, and everybody thought it was so funny. and you know, like everybody was like, oh yeah, I got Godzilla's penis and everything. All right, so think about that, and I hope this helps you out in your life, and I will see you some other time with another video.